A new morning, a new idea. The next morning, the Parker house was bursting with sunshine. The smell of warm syrup and buttery toast floated through the air. Mom was in the living room folding laundry. Dad was upstairs fixing a squeaky door. And Tony, the curly-haired, bright-eyed 2-year-old, was sitting at the kitchen table, swinging his little legs and munching on a banana. He had been extra careful ever since the great toast cake incident the week before. He even promised his mum, "No more flour snowstorms, promise." But today, as he watched the sunlight sparkle on the clean counter, an idea popped into his busy little head. "Mommy made pancakes yesterday," he whispered to himself. "I can make pancakes today." And just like that, his tiny chef adventure began again. Operation Pancake begins. Tony grabbed his stool and pushed it against the counter. It made a squeak, scrape, bump. Sound across the floor. He climbed up proudly, clapping his hands. "Okay, Chef Tony is open for business." He pulled open the cabinet and took out a big mixing bowl. Then he remembered what he had seen Mom do. "Flour first," he announced to no one in particular. He found the flour jar and tried to pour just a little bit. But flour is sneaky. It puffed up like a cloud and covered his nose. "Achoo!" sneezed Tony. A small dust storm swirled across the counter. Next came the eggs. He tapped one on the bowl, crack, but half the shell fell in. "Oops," Tony muttered, fishing it out with his finger. "No big deal." Then came the milk. The jug was heavy, but Tony was determined. He tilted it slowly, sploosh, too late. The milk cascaded into the bowl like a tiny waterfall. "Extra milk pancakes," Tony said cheerfully, stirring with all his might. The batter sloshed, splashed, and somehow, miraculously, stayed in the bowl. "This is going great," he said proudly, completely unaware that the counter now looked like a pancake tornado had blown through. The sizzling surprise. Tony dragged the pan to the stove. He remembered how Mum turned the knob, but which one was it again? He squinted at the shiny dials. I think this one." Just as his tiny hand reached out, he heard a voice behind him. "Tony Parker, what are you doing?" Mom stood in the doorway, eyes wide, laundry basket forgotten. Her voice wasn't angry, it was more shocked and scared. Tony froze, his little fingers inches from the stove. "I'm making pancakes for you, Mommy," he said softly, "all by myself." Mom hurried forward, gently lifting him down from the stool. "Oh, sweetheart," she said, hugging him tight. "That's so kind of you, but the stove can be dangerous. You always need a grown-up to help, okay?" Tony's face drooped. "I just wanted to help," he mumbled, his lower lip trembling. Mum wiped a smudge of flour off his nose. "And that's the best thing you could ever want to do, but helping means working together. How about we make pancakes side by side?" Tony's eyes lit up instantly. "Together, like a team?" "Exactly," Mom smiled. "Team Pancake." Team Pancake to the rescue. Mom washed Tony's tiny hands and tied a towel around his neck like a chef's cape. "Every great chef needs a uniform," she said. "Chef Tony is ready," he declared proudly. Mom measured the ingredients this time, letting Tony help pour and stir. When the flour puffed up, Tony giggled. "Look, Mommy, snow again." Mom laughed. "Let's keep the snow in the bowl this time, Chef." Together they mixed, poured, and flipped the pancakes. When the first one bubbled on top, Mum handed Tony a tiny spatula. "Want to flip it?" Tony's eyes grew wide. "I can do it." "With my hand helping yours," Mum said. They flipped it together, whip, and the pancake landed perfectly golden on the other side. Tony gasped. "We did it," Mom winked. "That's teamwork, Chef." They stacked pancake after pancake on a plate until the tower was taller than Tony's toy truck. Tony sprinkled blueberries on top and drizzled syrup in zigzags. "It's a pancake mountain," he shouted. "Mount syrup more." Breakfast of champions. When Dad came downstairs still holding his toolbox, he stopped in his tracks. "Whoa, who made this masterpiece? Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.